Hello.
Am I? Hello. This is our weekly show where we bring you the... Oh, fuck.
We bring you the fuck.
That's the first time.
Here's some fuck.
Here's our sister show, To Cut Into the Bull, where we bring you the weekly world of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week.
Whee!
Alien life forms likely to be human-like as new research throws old theory on its head. No more blobs. No more xenomorphs. Just human-looking dudes.
Yeah, what a cop-out. So it's like Star Trek, they're going to have funny eyebrows and things.
Yeah, this goes against what Neil deGrasse Tyson thinks.
Nah, he's just some smug little prick.
He says the most likely alien is to be something like the Blob.
Well, he would say that.
What makes him an Anyway, don't get
he's an astrobiologist.
No, he's not. He's an astrophysicist.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Who knows? Who knows? But my point is, I don't like him. Don't get me wound up about him. I was going to say, it's probably a useless comment, but there is an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where it explains why everyone in the galaxy is humanoid. But I can't remember why it explains it, but it gives it a sciencey reason with all these different sort of slight variations, but with, for the most part, humanoid.
Because it's the perfect form, Gaz.
But evolution would surely have to follow something very similar on Earth. You have to have this very similar gravity.
Yeah. Similar conditions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we probably do look, unfortunately.
It's unlikely that the two worlds are so similar.
Is it though? There's an infinite universe out there.
If they're biological, if they're not mechanical life forms or made out of crystals or something, if they're like, if they breathe oxygen, which they might not do, but I'm saying if they do, if all other alien planets have to, maybe that's because they have to have these conditions. That's why we can't see one from where we are, because they're quite rare. Just saying. I don't know.
It's an infinite universe and potentially an infinite multiverse. Who's to say that there's not?
Yeah, but life would have to evolve in the sea, gone onto land. It would have had to evolve. Maybe I'm wrong.
They can evolve from eagles for all we know. The eagles come down, lose their ability to fly, and turn into humans. Start standing on their legs, their wings turn into arms over time. Could be a bunch of eagle people walking around.
I know what you're saying, but that means it's about to follow the exact same tree all the way up to that point.
Mermen.
Cat people.
We never left the oceans.
There could be mermen out there. The creature from the
Black latrine.
Lagoon. Latrine?
Yeah,
Ben.
The creature in the black latrine.
That's a completely different... some sort of sick film.
That's what it'd be, scat films, isn't it?
Yeah, where some poor young lad in the army gets treated really badly, has a very bad day in the black latrine.
Or it's just a night after too many Guinnesses.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
In the black latrine. Well, we are not alone in the universe. I firmly believe that. And aliens are likely to look just like us, new research suggests.
Who did the research, Ben?
Boffins did the research. Boffins say that humanity may not be extraordinary, but rather the natural evolutionary outcome for planets in general. This means aliens evolving on distant worlds could have quite easily evolved just the same way we did, swimming around the sea before crawling onto land and growing arms and legs. The model, which turns upside down the decades-old hard steps theory that intelligent life was an incredibly improbable event, suggests that it maybe wasn't all that hard or improbable. If this isn't priming us for an alien fucking reveal, I don't know.
You are not special.
You're not special in the universe.
No.
You're just another...
It's very easy to make you.
Another speck of cosmic dust.
Now pay more tax.
Researchers at the Pennsylvania State University in the US who led the study said the new interpretation of humanity's origin increases the probability of intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. co-author, Professor Jennifer McAlady, said, "This is a significant shift on how we think about the history of life. It suggests that the evolution of complex life may be less about luck and more about the interplay between life and its environment, opening up exciting new avenues of research in our quest to understand our origins and our place in the universe." You're a bald monkey on a rock, going around the sun at X amount of 1,000 miles an hour, and you're doing your best just to hold on.
Sorry, I was just distracted by the headline at the side. This is what you get when you're on the Daily Star website. Brits hold on to sex toys, old sex toys, for up to 10 years.
Well, you're going to get used to it, aren't you?
So, aliens, they just look like us.
Just like us, that's it. We've got Klingons, we've got dudes with
Are
big
they even
foreheads.
are they even just, maybe green-skinned at least?
Oh, yeah, I reckon so, yeah. They've got any differences.
Taller.
Yeah. Taller, bigger eyes.
Bigger boobs.
Potentially.
Imagine if the men are all like 3 foot tall and weedy, and the women are like 6'3" with Valkyrie warrior chests.
Ooh. I'm going to that planet. How much is it to go there?
Hopefully they'll come here.
Oh, even better. I'm going to leave the house.
I mean, I don't know. This is beyond me, but I'd like to think that they're a bit weird.
What was the study then?
In the new study, the research team, including astrophysicists and geobiologists, proposed that the timing of human origins can be explained by the sequential opening of windows of habitability over Earth's history, driven by changes in nutrient availability, sea surface temperature, ocean salinity levels. Salinity?
That's how much salt is in the ocean.
Yeah, I know. Is it salinity or...
I don't know.
Yeah, well, either way. And the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. Giving all the interplaying factors, the Penn team say the Earth has only recently become hospitable to humanity. It's simply the natural result of those conditions at work.
And we're making it rapidly inhospitable.
Oh, come on, we're still here.
We'll be fine.
Well, we'll be fine.
What
no
else
one's coming
matters?
after us.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm the most important person in my life.
Oh, what about the next generation? Fuck 'em.
If I had kids, I'd be more concerned.
I'd step over their corpses to get on the bus.
Uh,
And I've got a car.
Oh, that's...
Well,
Would you, if they were on fire, you wouldn't even piss on them, you just beat out their face with a football boot kind of thing.
Just lightly tread over them. I mean, I'm not going to rub it in. I'm already using them as a step. in what is probably the worst moment of their life. But I'm in survival mode.
Study co-author Professor Jason Wright said, "We're taking the view that rather than base our predictions on the lifespan of the sun, we should use a geological timescale because that's how long it takes for the atmosphere and landscape to change. These are normal timescales on the Earth. If life evolves with the planet, then it will evolve on a planetary timescale at a planetary pace."
Okay.
Well, it's interesting, I guess. Saying that, hey, it does this every so many years.
Yeah. I mean, it's all beyond.
What about the bit where they should be humanoid?
Well, that's what it is. It's basically every planet has these periods of hospital where life can evolve, and if they do evolve, they'll be like us.
But why?
Because that's what the investigation says, Mike.
You don't know, do you?
Nope.
It hasn't told us yet.
I doubt it will.
I'll take their word for it. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
It doesn't mention it.
It's
It's
the
Daily Star,
It's the
Mike.
Daily
It's
Star.
not
I
gonna
might just
go
take it
into
at its
science.
word.
It literally just called the boffin.
Yeah.
You're looking for the hard science in the boffin article.
You know, as well as I do, the Daily Star is the finest investigative reporting on the planet.
It is when it comes to tits.
But either way, they reckon... So that'll be easier when they turn up, if they look like us, won't it? If they're humanoid.
It'd be easy for everyone to swallow, yeah, I suppose, but...
Well, apparently they are, aren't they, if reports be true?
But they won't have the same haircuts, surely. There'll be something to tell, do you know what I mean?
The Nordics.
They won't be able to just infiltrate society. There'll be something slightly different about them.
Oh, yeah. And as of course they've been interbreeding with us for generations to the point where they've actually got us where they look a lot more like us.
How would you feel if they opened their mouths And they talk like that.
I wouldn't be happy about it, mate.
And that explains the Scouse accent.
Well, you'd run them over in the van straight away.
I'd lock my fucking doors. I'd try and run them over, but my fucking van would be on bricks.
Scousers make the best pit teams in Formula 1, don't they? No one's faster taking tyres off a car than a Scouser.
Fuck me.
Didn't even need that.
Hey. Oh, good fun.
I should move on.
Yep.
Ancient Egyptian mummies smell sweet and spicy, researchers say.
Why are you sniffing them, science boy?
Researchers used what they described as trained human sniffers to study the scent of 9 mummified bodies.
Wow.
Would you sniff a 5,000-year-old body?
Well, it wasn't. They didn't do that actually. It's a bit misleading.
Well, I'm not going to stick my face near anything. I don't know what can happen. I mean, if I put my face near it, for all I know, the mummy's come back to life, ripped it off, you can see.
Yeah.
Wearing it its own. My beautiful face put on a mummy.
So what happened then, Mike?
The findings, researchers said, which were published in the Journal of the American Chemical Society, show that smell can be used as a way of analysing the preserved bodies in a non-invasive way, but they also want to find out a way to recreate the smells in museums to give visitors the full mummy experience.
Ooh, I'd love that.
Yeah, I'd love the full mummy experience. Sorry.
The research was carried out by teams at University College London and the University of Ljubljana in Slovenia. That's definitely not how you pronounce it.
I think it might be, you know.
You did pretty well.
In collaboration with conservators and curators at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, lead author Professor Maciej Strelic said, "The smell of mummified bodies has for years attracted significant interest from experts and the general public, but no combined chemical and perceptual scientific study has been conducted until now. This groundbreaking research really helps us better plan conservation and understand the ancient embalming materials. It adds another layer of data to enrich the museum exhibition of mummified bodies."
Show me the mummy. Well, you know, so they smell like what they're supposed to smell like, then, basically.
The researchers used various techniques and scientific equipment to identify the chemicals emitted by the mummified bodies. Then the panel of human sniffers described the smells in terms of quality, intensity and pleasantness.
Like a rotting bag of offal.
Yeah, smells like rotting meat, mate.
Well, apparently it's woody, spicy and sweet.
I bet they put some spices on them.
Would I fuck sniff something that old?
Oh, I think it goes back to our original point earlier on the other episode where don't put your face near anything you don't know what it
So
is.
identifying the chemicals that are coming from the smell, isolating them, and then they're sniffing them chemicals.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm with you. So you're not going up...
No.
You're not sticking a knife in a mummy and then breathing in the air particles and all the other ancient, weird, musty shit.
No.
That would be unpleasant.
Has anyone ever heard something about how Victorians destroyed loads of mummies? Because they thought they were an aphrodisiac, so they one of the ones they found, they grind them up and snort the dust and then fuck.
They used to put it in paint. You could buy mummy coloured paint, which was ground up mummies.
Begs the question how many fucking mummies were there, doesn't it?
God, they could have been even older. All that history.
Yeah.
But speaking of MILFs...
Cleopatra.
Well, no, I was behind a car in our hometown of Telford, and it was one of those cars, you know, those cars where they've got loads of stickers all over the back.
Yeah, a bad attempt at humour, usually.
One of those people. One of the stickers, the biggest sticker, said, "I think you should quit your job and come and play outside with me." Like, in front of lots of stars and smiley faces. I could see it was a man driving, a young man. But anyway, one of the stickers that drew my eye, it said, "MILF." Picture of a frog. MILF. And then underneath, I had to get closer to read it. "Man, I love frogs." Grown man. He's out there.
He votes.
Driving around. He's among you. He saw that sticker. I thought, I know, I've got just the place for that. Man, I love frogs. Felt like running him off the road.
Mate, what if he was transporting boxes of frogs?
Sometimes fantasise about jumping out at the traffic lights and like elbow smashing through the windscreen, just reaching through and throttling a person.
Well, one you just like
He
slit
could
their
have been the
throat
one.
on the broken glass window.
He could have been the one. I've also thought I want to try and develop a sort of kung fu if for in those situations where you could use their own seatbelt in sort of one movement, wrap it round their own seat and just yank on it and choke them to death.
There's a lot of repressed rage you've got going on, friend.
I spend a lot of time in traffic thinking of
Inventive ways to kill all the drivers.
yeah, quickly, so I can get back in my vehicle and fuck
But
off.
if you kill them, their cars will be blocking the road.
Well, that sounds like a them problem.
Well, you won't be able to get through.
I'll leave enough space, Ben, because I'm a professional. You don't pull up right up behind somebody, because then if they do break down, you're stuck.
What if
You leave enough gap, you never pull right up, you see.
What if you're in a gridlock on a motorway? That's what I was envisioning.
Oh, I'll batter them out the way, people
Alright.
to the side, but they'll have enough movement. I've just killed a man. I'm not bothered about a bit of property damage. But what I'm saying is, I've got to develop the belt foo, so within one, smash the window, one swift thing, he's wrapped around his own seat, full on it like that. 6 seconds, he's out, he's dead, brain damage, he's never coming back.
So you're just creating a burden for the NHS then?
Launch back to my, maybe I'd flick a lit fag in there to
Oh,
finish him
okay.
up, right? Launch it back to my vehicle, I'm off. Nobody knows what's happened. Why did he put his seatbelt? What's happened there?
But they're bound to have video, they're bound to have dash cams, they'll get your reg.
I'll be the new Raoul Moat. I'll have 24 hours of glory.
Me and Mike are going to get text messages with your manifesto
I'll
on.
stop off at the nearest petrol station, load up on pies and crisps and pop and lagers and, you know.
Oh, Mike's going to be outside with a fishing rod and a fucking pack of melons.
Fishing rod? I've never done fishing in my life. Come back with a PlayStation, you daft egg.
Where are you getting the electricity from?
A generator.
In the woods?
I'm in a shed with a metal roof, drone-proof roof. I've planned it. Look, I've got to develop the belt foo bit first. It works in my brain, but I'm not sure how I'm going to actually. Maybe it's 2 movements, but I'm saying within a few seconds, head trapped against the seat. Fuck, come on, use your own body weight. Lean back.
Right.
Finished. Well, their wife screams in the passenger seat, and as you're leaning back, holding onto the seat, onto the belt, you can look to your left and look into the eyes of his children in the back.
Fuck me.
That's what you get for cutting me off.
Wow.
She's going to scream a lot.
Well, yeah, it's
I'm
right.
thinking maybe a chop to the windpipe.
Oh yeah, well that'll.
Well, yeah, because you only need one hand to do the
Yeah, as I'm swinging from the belt like a gymnast, I could smash again with this hand, reach through. No, you've gone too far now, lads. Come on, what's wrong with you? You two need help.
That's the appalling state of the mental health of the British motorist.
Talking about things like this for,
The British professional driver.
you know, have a lot of time to think, can I say?
Most people listen to talk radio, most drivers I know.
Yeah, it makes me think of things like that. Anyway, should we move on?
Last one.
Don't do that, anybody listening, because it's my kung fu, belt fu, not yours. Right, so...
Belt foo trademark.
Yes. In our final story, a Russian drone hits Chernobyl power plant, damaging the shell, protecting the world from radiation. Which prick? Please tell me they know who it was.
The Russians.
Oh, it was a drone strike. I just thought it was some prick flying a drone. A drone strike has hit the protective dome built over the Chernobyl power plant to prevent it from spewing deadly radiation out into the world. President Zelensky has said. Russia has spared little in its invasion of Ukraine, having massacred civilians, killed thousands and displaced millions from their homes. It is almost 3 years since Vladimir Putin sent troops across the border. Troops? What did I say?
Trumps.
I've got him on the brain.
Trump on the brain.
Imagine that, an army of trumps.
He's been cloning them and seeing.
God, what does
I've got the best army.
We are the best army. We are the best. All our hands going at the same time. Nobody does army like us. Nobody.
What does the hair do, do you think?
Well, they use it to choke people.
Those microfilaments of hair wrapped around it. Because his comb over's probably about 2 foot long.
Well, it's a feat of structural engineering.
Mate, I am not knocking it. You know? It's a It trumps Steve McClowan, former England manager.
Oh yeah.
It's magnificent.
Certainly is.
I wish I'd have thought of that when I was going bald.
Oh, we made 100,000 Trump troops.
Oh God.
And then none of them can fight because they've all got bone spurs.
China. No. They would fight. They would fight.
They would. That's true.
Fight.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Fight.
So what's happened here then? So in the early stages of the war, there was fighting around Chernobyl. Well, that was silly.
Yeah, it was.
And the safety of the site, which endured a horrific nuclear disaster, is a concern for the entire world.
Yes, it is.
Zelensky announced that during the night on Valentine's, a Russian drone with a high explosive warhead hit the protective dome over Chernobyl, though fortunately it does not appear as though radiation levels in the area have increased. Zelensky said that the drone strike damaged the structure and caused a fire, which has since been put out. There were no casualties in the attack. That's probably not a good idea. I hope it just crashed and whatever was on board blew up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it probably had a warhead to it, but it'd probably only be like a pound or two at tops.
And it's crashed, hopefully, because hopefully they're not thick enough to... I hope that's not one of their plans.
Well, they were fucking using artillery around it.
Let's blow up the dome.
They weren't aiming at the dome, but there was fighting around it, and fighting usually involves... It escalates, doesn't it?
Well, I was going to say, because blowing up the dome on purpose is a bit Superville, isn't it? Where it's like, well, my plan is for us all to die.
Yeah. Until we can build a new dome.
Which I don't think Putin's plan is for everyone. I don't think he wants us all to...
No, I think he'd rather rule us all.
Well, he wants to thrive, doesn't he?
He wants his mates to thrive as well, doesn't he? And oligarchs run Russia, Putin's just a figurehead.
Well, he looks magnificent on a horse.
Or a bear.
Or riding a rhinoceros.
I love seeing bare chests on a bear.
Into glory. Well...
Don't attack Chernobyl, I think.
I think that's fairly, goes without saying, to be honest. It wouldn't be on my list of plans.
What was it at one point, like, when they got there and they're like, no, there's no explosion here, it's all fine, everything's peachy. Or it's in Russian. And they're like, it's like 20 Hiroshima bombs an hour coming out. Yeah, and we need to do something really quickly or everyone on the planet's going to die.
I tried to blag it. It would be awesome if they'd built into the dome a shaft where they could chuck people down it. People that cut you off in traffic. No. Evil people. Evil people with a cushion so they land, they don't die, they land and they just have to...
The kind of people that choke innocent motorists to death with a seatbelt.
No. Those types of people, like Raoul Motor, are... You know,
I love how you compare yourself to Raoul Motor.
I'll be a folk hero.
Check out our episode on Raoul Motor.
There'll be country trucking songs about me.
How many pages is your manifesto?
They killed a man with his own seatbelt while his wife was watching.
He chopped his palm across her neck. Yeah.
And those babies were no longer crying. Oh, it fucking writes itself.
The Ballad of Gareth Vincent.
The Ballad of the Man. The Seatbelt Man. The man who invented seatbelt foo. I'll tell you a story about a man who invented seatbelt foo.
Start with Tarantino.
You've got into Primus now.
Well,
Primus or a pickled eggs.
All I'm saying is, don't cut me off. Don't tread on me, man.
I bet you've got that sticker on your van.
Don't tread on me.
And I won't tread on you.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, I think that's a lovely point to end it after all the death.
It's a potential death.
Yeah.
Alright Ben, thanks for listening. Don't give a favourite, don't give a call.
I've been Martin for listening. Peace out with a force to with you.
I've been Gaz, Free Biff Tannen. Goodbye.